Hi, I am Lopamudra Sen. Welcome back to my channel Electronic Science Tutorial. I will start a new lecture series on VLSI technology. Today is the 10th class of this lecture series. Those who are not follow my channel, please follow my channel. If you like my channel, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. सब्सक्राइब की बेल आइकन को प्रेस करके रखिए ताकि जब भी मैं कोई नई वीडियो लेकर आऊं आपको पता चले. So let's get started. Welcome to VLSI Technology series. In previous lecture, I told you that we discuss about the how impurity atom is doped into crystal lattice structure, right? So, today I will discuss about the misfit factor of crystal structure in VLSI technology for doping purpose. Okay? In this slide, we discuss about how impurity atom is doped. First point is doped impurity atoms inside the crystal lattice. When we try to dope impurity atoms inside the crystal lattice, you know that is impurity atom should replace the silicon atom. Okay? That means the impurity atom push the silicon atom to its original position, right? Second point is silicon has lattice constant of 5.43 and its tetrahedral radius is 1.18 angstrom. In previous class we discussed about this point, okay? The impurity atom may or may not have the same tetrahedral radius, right? If the tetrahedral radius differ from the silicon, then we can consider strain in the lattice. Okay. The third point is the lattice will be strained when the impurity atom may not have the same tetrahedral radius of the crystal lattice structure. Okay. So, this is a very important consideration in VLSI technology, right? So, these 3 points are very important when we talk about the impurity atom is doped in the crystal lattice structure. Okay. In this slide, we discuss about the tetrahedral radius of a few common dopant impurities. Silicon, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and boron. These are some common impurities we can consider here as a dopant. Okay. For silicon, the tetrahedral radius is 1.18. For arsenic, this is 1.18. For phosphorus, the value of tetrahedral radius is 1.1. For antimony, this is 1.36 and for boron, this is 0.88. Okay. In this context, we define the term misfit factor, which is denoted by the symbol epsilon. Okay. So, the misfit factor is this. That is, the radius of the impurity atom is R impurity equal to R0 bracket open 1 plus epsilon bracket close, where R0 is the radius or tetrahedral radius of silicon, epsilon is the misfit factor and R impurity is the tetrahedral radius of the impurity atom, right? So, when compare the two tetrahedral radius by the misfit factor, and definitely from this you can easily understand that the misfit factor is going to be very large for boron due to this tetrahedral radius of boron differs maximum from that of silicon. Okay. In this table we saw the misfit factor of boron. The misfit factor is 0.25. Okay. For arsenic, the value of misfit factor is 0. That means identical tetrahedral radius. For phosphorus, it is 0.068. For antimony, it is about 0.15. So, here is the essence of the misfit factor. Boron is a group 3 element. So, we need boron in order to dope the silicon p-type. So, compared to the silicon with boron, here is a large difference between the two misfit factor. On the other hand, the group 5 element, that is phosphorus and arsenic, they have 0 or very small misfit factor. Okay, and for this reason boron is used to dope the silicon is p-type and phosphorus and arsenic is used to dope the silicon is n-type, right? So in this slide we talk about the misfit factor important topic. Okay, the first point is boron has such a large misfit factor. So, it is more difficult to fabricate heavily doped silicon p-type by using boron. Okay. Second point is, it is more difficult to have a heavily doped p-type region in silicon compared to an N+ region in silicon. Third point is, it is easier to fabricate an NPN transistor than PNP transistor. Why this happened? Because in a PNP transistor, the emitter needs to be p-type. The emitter is the most heavily doped region. Since boron is used for doping it p-type, okay? Therefore, higher doping concentration not achieved, right? When we need very higher carrier concentration, then not just only boron doping is sufficient. Then we need electronically active dopant which produce higher concentration. Okay, that's why for integrated circuit we prefer to use NPN transistor rather than the PNP transistor. And so it is easier to fabricate an NPN transistor than PNP transistor. So here we end today's session. Thank you. If you like my channel, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. फिर मिलते हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ. Thank you.